Hi guys. Let me get these tags set up. And pin. And we are off to the races. Hey Slim. Did that work? I can never tell when I hit the button. Oh, maybe I didn't hit it right. Oh, there you are.
Hey. What's going on?
What's going on, darling?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm straight. Just woke up from a little.
You sure?
I just woke up from a little nap. It's okay.
Okay. You know what? Them power naps in the evening
Definitely.
are really nice. I know people don't, so I don't know, people don't really like naps, but as you get older,
Yeah, I'm getting old. I know it.
yeah, you appreciate you appreciate the naps.
I'm in the middle of growing my hair back, so let me go get a headband real quick. I'm going through this.
Okay.
I'm going through this ugly.
Val just joined in. What's going on, Mr. James?
What's going on, everyone? Morning, afternoon, night.
Slim's gonna go rub up his head. He said he's growing back his hair, so.
Oh, let me know how that goes, Slim, because I'm trying to grow it back too.
I'm curious. So we're going to see. I go through the ugly phase.
That's fair.
You're too cute to go to an ugly phase. How does that even happen?
I appreciate that.
You gotta be. So I'll wait till Mr. L joins in. He just
joined in. Yeah.
I'm just did I accept the request? You think I would know how to do this by now, right? Oh, there we go. I feel like I always have an issue with logging him in. Like, it just never seems to work out properly.
Yeah,
Join in at the right time, because I won't gonna lie to you, Slim. I was gonna say that you ugly. No, let me stop.
Really?
Nah, that's my boy. That's my boy.
So, quite a few women who follow me have quietly messaged me to tell me how fortunate I am to work with such good-looking men. So let me pass along the compliment. There are a number of ladies out there, respectfully, who think you guys are like the shit. Like you guys are going in with things. And you are. So thanks for that.
We appreciate that, lady.
We appreciate that very
co-host.
much.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to AJ for being the bridge. You know what I'm saying, with the connection. We appreciate
Absolutely.
I'm the glue. I'm kind of like the go-between.
I'm gonna have to come up with something like Mr. L's Angels or something. I don't know. We gotta think about that.
Angels?
He don't miss.
Nah, not angels. Yeah.
That's a little.
I just got done with Bible study like an hour ago.
You're not going for that one?
What did you say?
I don't know.
Not the angels?
I like it.
I think you guys could get away with that because y'all are some good-looking men's. You know, you got the chocolate melanins things going on. Dave Royalty, what's going on, Queen? I see the eyes peeping. Don't worry, I keep them in check. I let them know not to fuck around because we got duct tape and garbage bags and lots of rope.
Zip ties. That's what's up.
What's good, Planet 85?
I'm talking about.
Shout out, of course. Shout out to the First Lady.
First Lady, shout out.
The First Lady out there. Yes.
So, just out of curiosity, I know we're gonna get started and stuff like that. Say dating Gen YZ, you gotta fight AJ's inbox. Girl, please come on, I got you. You ain't never got to. One thing about me, I don't deal with disrespect well. You all seen how ignorant I get when shit pops off. And don't let the cute hair and the nails fool you. I will fight a bitch for my brothers. Like, for real. We don't play them games over here, none at all, and I don't take no disrespect for her. And if people say like, and that's why I want to ask. So I'd like Val is off limits. You can compliment him respectfully. Val's off limits. A bitch will get beaten. Just saying, right? Show them the good up ring. Thank you kindly. But Mr. L
What's up?
and Mr. Slim Things, y'all are on the market.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
I'm in a weird space right now. I'm not gonna front.
Hold on. Let's talk about this weird space.
I'm ready for the tea. Go ahead, Slim. Go ahead.
Wait. Before we start, I know everyone knows who we are, but introduce yourselves, gentlemen. Let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, what it is that you do, and all them good things. Right. And then, Slim, we're going to go all up in your business.
Oh, my God. I'm about to pop off. I'm scheming. Representative. Yes, 973 Vibes. We're on all streaming platforms. Follow us. You know this. Like I said, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, Apple Podcast, Apple Music, anywhere it could be found. Anybody who supports AJ, Mr. L, Val, I'm gonna just continue to express my appreciation and my true thanks for this because I don't know about them, but I'm new to this and I appreciate it. Y'all keep it going. Y'all
We
make
love
it like it's needed. You know what I'm
you.
saying?
We love you.
So that's that. But I'm Slim.
Okay.
I like that. All right, what's going on, everyone? Again, hello. Thanks for joining. My name is Val. Dating for Millennials and Gen Z. Instagram, dating_Gen YZ. What I aim to do is to help you guys cultivate the healthy dating and relationship lives that we all deserve. And you're going to see in this conversation that we're going to have here, especially after we get into Slim's business, we're going to be talking some real stuff. So stay tuned, everyone.
Of course.
All right.
Mr. Dirty South.
As always, I'm Mr. L, the host of From the Mind of Mr. L podcast, where we talk about sex, kinks, fetishes, life, all of that good stuff. I am the sensual sadist, the compassionate dom, the southern gent with the sprinkle of filth, Mr. L, found on all streaming platforms. So I'm going to have to ask y'all to forgive me a little bit tonight if my voice is a little bit lower than normal. It almost went
I'm sure
away
they
at work
mind.
yesterday. So
I'm sure the girls mind.
my sacrifice is their pleasure. I'm cool with it.
I bet. That's an understatement. So, Mr. Slim Things, what's going on now? What is this predicament that we're up in, sir?
Nothing. You know what I mean? It's I'm in a good space. I'll say that. I'm in a good space.
Does this good space involve vagina?
Yeah, always, of course. That's the best space to be in my opinion.
I don't know.
mean,
For some people, good space is a money space,
let's be
a
honest.
peace space.
Does it get better than something that's tight that hugs you, keeps you warm, keeps you nourished, keeps you moisturized? Is there a better space to be in?
You know what?
I'm just asking. I mean, that
I'm
was a
Top
question for
of the
everybody.
top
If
right
any,
there.
around with you, but goddamn, man, you asking me? I mean, you asking me? Yeah, it's good. Nah, I met a shorty. I mean, we've been kicking it pretty hard. I mean, she's from around here, and I did that, and just chilling right now.
Okay.
Mr.
that's
You
what's
funny.
up.
So, does that mean that the DMs are off limits? Does that mean that shooting a shot is off limits?
Ugh. Yes. For right now, yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
all right,
Okay,
all
Mr. Slim.
right.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
You know
I
what?
like that. Claim your shit. I like that.
I hope that young lady is watching this Instagram live right now,
Yes.
so that she know my man's out here claiming it. Say, yo, nah,
Okay,
shorties, everything's off.
I like it. I'm here for it. I support that shit. And Mr. L,
Yes,
are
ma'am.
your DMs off limits, sir?
I know my DMs
Mr.
are
Good
always
Sir?
open. Always open. Come have a conversation.
And come. So anyone who is out there of the participants currently, what did Dave Royalty said? Slim is hanging up the savagery.
Listen, I've explained that at least.
Well, now we have to call him Slim Seducer, Slim the Seducer. No more savagery. Now we're in seduction
Ooh.
mode. Yes.
Let
I
me
We
tell
like
you
skip
that.
something.
from
I've
genuine to
explained
savage to
that.
seducer.
That is, I like the growth. But check it
Right?
out. I've done explained that savage story at least 4 times in the past 2 days.
It's the greatest story ever. The 4 a.m. drop off and left you. That's the best
Such a
story
good story.
Yeah,
ever.
George Cruz ain't gonna let me lay that down. I was on his
No,
last night, and that shit is gonna be epic. That's another thing. Please watch that next Monday when that shit drop, because
absolutely. We will
that is gonna
promote
be
this shit out of it and make sure that people tune in. So for anybody that's interested, Mr. L's DMs are open and he is open to all kinds of conversation. So, you got something to say to him? Say it to him. So this week, we are going to be discussing a question that was submitted to Mr. L that was forwarded to the group. And then after that, we're going to get into more Q&A. I got some additional questions for y'all. Okay.
Cool.
So the question goes, to give some background, I had a lover. This is not me. This is the question, just in case anybody. So I had a lover, and him and I were not exclusive. At the beginning of our time together, he would please me orally, but once I began telling him about my other lovers, he no longer wanted to go down on me, but he wanted me to continue to go down on him. My question for the men, what do you think made him switch up? If we were both seeing other people, why would he have a problem? And then to myself, AJ, what would have been your response in dealing with that situation? So I'll answer last because my ignorance will probably get the better of me. So I don't know who wants to take first on this. So the question is, a young lady is dating a gentleman. They're not exclusive. This has been discussed. But when she broaches the subject with him that she, about her other partners or people that she's involved with, he, I feel like, gets in his feelings, but I'll leave that alone. And he decides that he's no longer going to go down on her, but he still wants her to continue to go down on him.
All right, I'll take this first. I think that's such shit.
What do you think made him switch up?
Yeah, I think he's in his feelings. I think you hit that dead on. I mean, that's like a form of insecurity in a sense. You know what I mean? I feel like he's kind of maybe judging about her past or whatever the case may be. And I think it's silly, like, especially, we're adults. I mean, everybody's 30 plus, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we're going to have previous sexual partners and everything. I don't, that just sound like a coward, insecure move to me. You know what I'm saying? Because what you thinking about other men while you down in her pussy? Like, while you down giving her oral pleasure? Like, that's crazy to me. But that must be what it is. You can't, do you without getting in your feelings. That's what that is. That's weird. That's some weird shit. I got another word.
So Mixed Goya Bean said it's not past, present.
Yeah. Saying like the present.
Focus on the present.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Okay, the question is, what do I think made him switch up, correct?
Yes.
So I think he probably doesn't trust her. I guess the fact that maybe the partners that she might be messing with, he's probably thinking, well, people that she's messing with might have something, could have something, so why is he going to continue to go down? But maybe he feels more comfortable because he knows the people that he's talking to, they're straight. Maybe he goes the extra mile to see if they have any disease and, all that stuff or whatever. So he's protecting himself. So he's just like, well, I know I'm good, so I want her to continue going down on me, I do think it's selfish. I'm just trying to, think to see where he's coming from. It's definitely selfish. But that's the main thing I can think of. He probably just doesn't trust who she's getting involved with.
Yeah, but on some G shit, Val, you could just go get an STD test and clear that up. You could go get some
right.
Go to the lab.
Touché.
Like to me, especially if he started out like giving her oral pleasure, and then once he found this out, he stopped. That's a little different than a disease thing, because you didn't give a fuck about that disease prior to knowing
right.
Who else tongue been up inside her. You know what I'm saying? And if it's one thing, like I said, as long as she wasn't lying and she was transparent,
Yeah.
I don't see what the issue was. I could see maybe if that was his boy, or she was maybe involved with somebody he knew personally prior, and maybe that thought process may fuck him up. I mean, I think that's maybe a little strange too, personally. But, that could be, I could wrap my head around that a little bit more than actual just because of the STD, like with some G shit. Because if that's like a woman saying that to me, I'd be like, yo, Ma, let's fucking go to the clinic if that's the case. I hear you, I respect you.
Right.
That's some G shit. Let's go to the clinic and let's wrap it up. But don't ask me about my body count beforehand. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
Val, did you have anything else that you wanted to say on that part?
Oh no. I think it's a big time trust thing, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Can you just repeat the question one more time for me?
Certainly. So this particular person, she had a lover, and they were not exclusive. At the beginning of their time together, he would go down on her, but once she began telling him about her other lovers, he no longer wanted to please her orally, but he wanted her to continue to go down on him. What do you think made him switch up? If they were both seeing other people, why would he have a problem?
Okay. So definitely could be some trust issues there, but even then, if they're still having sex. And especially, I'm not saying that it's raw or anything, but if it is raw, where the health issues coming in, bruh's definitely hurt. They're not exclusive, so she does have that freedom to have other partners, and that she did, and so he's definitely hurt because she is going out and doing this now. My question to her would be, if he has other partners, then I would really be like, wow, bruh's tripping if he's got other partners but still expecting her to go down on him, but he won't go down on her. Now I get it because hey, you could have just had a partner yesterday, and now I'm going down here on you. To me, that doesn't sit right. Give it some little time, grace period or something. Um, and also, it's like I had a thought that I was going with, and I lost it. So AJ, tap in. It's been a long.
Okay,
Hey, listen,
so
y'all. It has been a long week, so my apologies.
Yeah, you good?
you're okay.
Getting it
You're
together.
okay.
If I had a
We
dollar
good.
come happen, I just had to transition out of it.
There we go. But yeah,
So
he's definitely
okay, so
selfish.
to touch on the STD or the STI part, if initially their engagement, they're being orally intimate with one another, whatever STI he would have been concerned about, he
You
would have
got her at
swallowed by now.
exactly.
So that just doesn't make any sense. I agree with all three of you. He got in his feelings. So my thing is like, sometimes like you're chilling with somebody and you're really cool. You have an agreement at the beginning of that interaction where you guys are just going to be fuck buddies. You're going to hang out or what. And then you start to like the person. But because of the agreement that you made, you may not know how to broach the subject with the person of taking it somewhere else. And so now my God, she gives that gawk gawk 3,000 two-hand twist slurp slurp with the happy ending, and she's giving that to somebody else as well. You're gonna feel like you're not special, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe he got in his feelings about that. Me personally, I don't believe in that non-reciprocal intimacy. Like if we talk about something and we're grown people and we agree that we're just going to be open with one another, we've both gone and gotten checked, we've agreed what the terms are going to be. Don't be on some childish bullshit. Like come to me like a man, come
Yeah.
to me like a big man, like come
Thanks.
to me like a grown person and tell me what it is. Even if it's because if I feel like you're going to spite me because you're in your feelings, I'm just not going to suck your dick anymore, and then it's going to fuck up the whole experience, and
Yeah.
then I'm not even going to want to have sex with you because now you're on some bullshit. Come to me like a big man the same way that we did initially or whatever, and then let me know, because I don't like that. Because the thing is, for me, if I'm dating you and I randomly want to suck your dick, that's just me. And that has nothing to do with the agreement. That's just intimate pleasure. That's because I like you. That's because I want you to be pleased, because it gives me pleasure and all that kind of stuff. If we are just fuck buddies and we have a certain type of arrangement, don't start removing pieces of the agreement
Mm-hmm.
without talking to me first because you feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm
Like
not with
Or at
none
least
of
just
that.
come to the
so.
negotiating table. I feel like at the very least, I mean, let contracts get renegotiated and fucking tweaked and mended all the time. So I mean,
Yeah.
if you get a point, because that's what you said was a great fucking fact. Two people spend enough time around each other. We can play Billy Badass all day, but we've all four of us have
Yeah.
admitted that we start getting. Well, I don't know Mr. Evans, he's a fucking beast, but we've all admitted, at least to us three,
This guy.
that when we may catch feelings, start catch feelings, kind of change a little bit. Either we act different or we do things different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That different version of you
Yes.
comes about.
Yeah.
Hence, limitless. That's a different version of me.
I
So,
can't believe
Mr. L.
my man just came at me like that. I mean,
That's the quiet
part of
thing. It's the
part
quiet
of part
attack.
of him isn't wrong. I
he's
mean,
too.
so a couple things. Start off with what Slim just said. Yeah, I know how to separate it, and usually if I have spent some time with that person, like, of course I care about them. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a romantic level,
Yeah.
but even as a friendship level, like, yo, I want
That's
to
a,
make sure you're good, this, that, or the other. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a friends with benefits that start off and I'm like, dang, yo, I'm falling in love, or like, yo, let's take this to the next level. But that was dude's fault for not communicating if he did feel some type of way. If
yep.
you are feeling some type of way, whether it is you do got feelings for this woman, you should have told her that. And then you should have acted accordingly based off the conversation that y'all had. You should have
So
communicated her. What's up?
sorry, let me ask you. So if you're in a similar, like the reverse situation where you're I don't even dating, I guess. I'm not even sure because I feel like dating is something completely different.
All
But
right.
you're involved with somebody, you have
Mm-hmm.
like an agreement about what the interactions are going to be. Like you say, I'm not like there are other people that I'm seeing. I know you're seeing other people, but I'd really like to like for us to, get together every now and again or whatever. But she starts to feel some type of way because now she's starting to like you. Like she sees that you're chill, you're a man of your word, your vibe is cool. You
I've
might
had it
hit
happen
her up every
before.
now and again and say, hey, let's go to lunch or whatever. So now she's starting to feel you.
I've had it
So
happen
she
before.
says, well, you know what? I don't want to suck your dick anymore because I don't know how many other bitches are sucking your dick and I don't know how many other bitches you're putting your dick in. But then when it comes time for you guys to smash, Slim's word, um, she's like, you know what? I'm not really like, I don't really want to, suck your dick or whatever, but I'd really like for you to eat my pussy. It's been a long, stressful week. It would be really nice if you would do that for me, whatever excuse she gives you. Do you say, okay, like, okay, let me just go on with it? Or I know Slim's already like, nah, not doing that. But
Mm,
Mr. L, like, would you, if the situation was reversed, would you continue to please her?
no. Because one, like we said, the arrangement was already there. I love heads during sex. Not saying that I can go without head sometimes during sex, but if it's going to be a consistent basis and you're going to continue to bring up the fact just because I'm out here with somebody else, which I can respect that you feel that type of way. Thank you for letting me know that. But now it's going to start to be like, all right, this is probably just going to be the beginning. Next, you're going to continue to bring this up. Depending on how many times you bring it up, then I'm just going to start, hey, I'm good. We can hang out every now and then. It's not going to be on a regular basis like if we were having sex because, you know, we cool. You're just going to have to get in where you fit in when it comes to hanging out. Usually I have a rule whenever I have a FWB or friends with benefits. If it's just me and you doing it, we need to communicate with each other if
Yeah.
we are starting to bring other people into the fold. Especially if I'm going in raw, you need to let me know. Because if you
Yeah.
start letting somebody else go in raw as well, I'm done. That's it. I'm out. Count me out. Um, Even if he's got on a condom, cool. I can deal with that. But to me, it's when you get to the point where you care more about what that other person thinks than I do. Like I'll give an example. This young lady, we had a nice little friends with benefits thing going on. And I had to get it out of her that she was messing with another chick, which, I'm cool with, go ahead, do your thing. It's another chick, not another dude. But then it got to the point where, all right, I was spanking her and she didn't want me to bruise her because she would be worried about what the other woman said or would say. Like, hey, where did these bruises come from? This, that, other. I'm like, oh, you fear her more than you fear me. Like, I could have
Oh,
easily still give her a nice little bruise to see, all right, let's see how you're going to play this. But I was like, you know what? It's cool.
I got two
You're more
things.
worried about what she would do. That's fine. Go ahead.
I got two
Do your
questions.
thing and it slowly faded away. What's up?
All right, one
Mm-hmm.
question. Question number one is, well, statement of words. In this situation, that you just posed, I do respect your girl a little bit because maybe she'll know how to articulate it, but at least she is letting you know that she has feelings. You understand? And
yeah.
because she does have
Oh,
these feelings,
definitely.
she's not gonna do this, which is still some sucker shit, but it's some new sucker shit. But I respect that sucker shit a little bit.
You communicated it.
Yeah, you communicated. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yeah. When we pull back them onion layers, like I like to say, you know what I'm saying? Your root may be really rooted in something else, but at least you communicated it to me. You know what I'm saying? But Mr. L,
Yes,
here's
sir.
something that I have to ask you about, bro. You said if it was a woman that she's messing with, you alright with that still? Your friends with benefits? Because that was
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. Like I said, I was cool with that. It was to the point where she was more worried about what the other person thought than myself.
I'm
Like to me,
saying,
that shows
but if that woman, she messed with another dude, another man, another penis, I'll say, you still
as
would have thought, right?
as long as she's not going in raw, we friends with benefits. We know, we understand. Like if I decide to mess with somebody else, I can't get mad at her for doing the same.
Gotcha.
That's fair.
Letting out,
That's fair.
yeah. Like trust me, y'all know me. I'm the dom. I'm the punisher. All of that good stuff. But end of the day, Mr. L is fair. You know, for the most part, I'm not going to ask you to do something that I wouldn't do myself. In that sense,
Sure. Okay. I have another question that was submitted. So we're moving on to questions.
Cool.
So AJ Slim, Mr. L, how will you know if and when you're ready for a long-term relationship? What would it take? And to Val, how did you know that you were ready for a long-term relationship? Question makes sense?
Yeah, question makes sense.
Yeah, I'm
So for
just.
the
Is
singles, the
this a
singles of
repeat
us, they want to
question?
know. Huh?
Is this a repeat question?
No.
Okay.
So how
Did
would
we
it?
have this question
Yeah,
before?
yeah, we did, but we only touched on it
Something
briefly
like
because
it.
Yeah,
we
Yeah.
we
had
had
time
the
Something
limit on
similar
it.
to
variation.
it. Okay.
Yeah, so it was
Okay.
briefly.
But that's cool.
Okay.
We did this.
Yeah, we can go back over it.
You want to know why? I'm sorry. When I know it's the right time to settle down? What you say?
Yeah, like what are the indicators for you to know that this is a person that you want to be exclusive with and take it to the next level? I guess for the three of us who are, well, the two of us who are single and one of us who is semi, and then for Val, what was it that said to you, you know what, this is the person that I want to spend my life with. This is the person that I want to make my wife.
So for me personally, I'll take this first, and then he's gonna whatever. For me, I don't believe in timetables once again. So I can't really give you like a time frame. I would never put a time frame on anything. However, I just go by the energy and the feeling that I'm receiving. You know what I mean? It's all about how you make me feel. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I've said this many times before. If I'm getting out of work and I'm hitting you up, you the first thing I'm getting out when I get out of work. I'm calling to check your status, or to see where your time is at. You got time for me? For me, like, and you doing the same for me, reciprocating that same energy back towards me, then you know, that's it. Why do I gotta look for anyplace else? I got you. We vibe and we get along. You know what I mean? We have fun together. We get lost in time together. When you with somebody, you get lost in time. I mean, I think you got to pay attention to those signs. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's my thing. It's the time frame that we spend together. Because it's gonna take me some time to get to know you, and during this whole time, I'm processing, I'm building, I'm getting to know you. You know what I'm saying? And,
So let me ask you a question, sort of an alternative to this. Do you think, okay, so like, when we're younger, we fall in love, like, you know what I mean? And you think like this is great,
mm-hmm,
and everyone's trapped in the bubble of euphoria and
mm-hmm.
everything's fabulous in like that first 3 to 6 months, and like, oh my God, I could see myself with this person for the rest of my life. Then you get to 9 months and you start to like notice things about the person that you're not too keen on, that were always there, but you weren't paying attention to because you were so in love with the
Mm-hmm.
person. Do you think
But
there's such a thing as too soon to make a decision about spending the rest of your life with someone?
yes, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I guess that's funny. Maybe it's fucked up, but what I just said, I completely contradicted myself. But yes, because like we always say, it's their representative. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't want to. What up, George Cruz? You don't want to go through the yeah. You don't want to go hit that representative. You think you're talking to this person. You know what I'm saying? About to make a commitment, sit down with this person, and this person goes out the woodworks, which we all know can happen. And
Right.
me specifically, I'm very cognizant of that infatuation stage. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And it's it's a range. It can be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months to, I think, in my personal opinion, sometimes 2 years. Sometimes,
Yeah.
if you're running that good. So, like I always say, I need you to love me and like me when you hate me. You know what I mean? I need you to love and like me when shit ain't good. When you're crabby days, when I'm being fucking annoying, when I'm talking too much. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm hitting you with corny jokes. If we get past that part, then we can talk about it. But we
Okay.
gotta hit a bump in the road somewhere to see how you handle it.
Okay. And Val, for you, what was your indicator that said to you, this is it? And do you think that there is such a thing as too soon?
Okay, so I definitely think that there's a such thing as too soon. Absolutely. Um, Slim kind of hit on it, and then I kind of went something like my friend went through something like this just recently, actually, just being infatuated with this woman, and rightfully so, because I guess at the time they were great for each other, but they moved in too soon, and it just crumbled everything. You know what I mean? I feel really bad, but that just happened. But I answered the question in reverse. I'm sorry. What was the first part?
Oh no, that's okay. So no, it's fine. However you answer it. So what were your for yourself? What were your indicators with the queen? Like when did you? Like yeah, like just sort of in general, what were your indicators? And maybe not necessarily like with being married, but just let's say like in past. Not that the past is relevant, but having decided to be like in any sort of relationship for a length of time,
Hmm.
there generally are indicators that you have regardless of who it is. So some people you just kind of casually date, and then other people you're like, you know what, I want to see where it goes with this person. So for you, what are those indicators that got you to the point of saying, you know what, yeah, this is something I want to pursue? And then what was the indicator that said, you know what, yeah, this is it?
Okay, so I, me being me, I need somebody that lets me know and speaks it to me and shows me that they're actually interested in me and that they want me because I'm very oblivious. You know, people could drop all these little clues and all that stuff, whatever. I'm the type of
You're
person
gonna
that
pick
does
up the
not pick
hint.
up on them. I do not. And I'm upfront with that because I need people to know that because this,
Yeah.
I think that there might be some people that's watching now that in the past was interested, but they kept saying, oh, they left all these clues and stuff, but I never picked up on it. You gotta talk to me. We gotta be real. It gotta be, let me know. TR let me know, a day of royalty. She let me know that she was interested. I let her know very early on that I was interested as well. And we kind of walked the path together kind of thing. It was always side by side kind of thing. Um, Last time I had talked about partnership. Partnership is really big. I have to have you as a partner. I have to know that you want to be on my team so we can, shoot together. I want to build together. Another thing is that I need to be able to learn from you. I have so
Mhm.
much to give, but a part of giving, you have to be receiving as well. And for me, I need to be taught. I want to learn these new things. Me and the fellas talked about it on Mr. L's podcast. That's going to be coming out very soon. Like, I needed to learn how to cook. You know what I mean? I always
Oh,
wanted to, but I never got the courage, I guess, to kind of do it.
yeah.
I don't know what was wrong. I
Shout
don't
out to
know.
black men that cook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, black chefs,
you
black
know.
chefs.
So now it's like I'm good at breakfast food. I love making pancakes, eggs, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
She taught me that. She gave me more. She encouraged me to really learn how to do it the best way that I could, and she taught me how
Aw.
to do it as well. Um, as men, sometimes we
I
don't want to
could
be
just
taught. We
flip
think we have
pancakes.
all the. Go ahead, son.
As I could just picture you flipping fucking pancakes all happy and shit.
Hey, look, I wasn't gonna say anything, but what was his alter ego?
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
we ain't talking about him. We don't
Well,
know him
no,
enough.
no. What's the alter ego? I'm sorry. This is what I envisioned.
Damien.
Damian Prescott. I
Yeah.
envisioned my
Damien
man Damian
in the
Prescott.
kitchen whipping up the pancakes.
My man I'm gonna paint a picture for y'all because this is what I'm envisioning. My
Let's hear
man
it.
Damian Prescott rolls over on a Saturday morning. We'll say 8:30. Day off of work. The beautiful wifey is laying beside him. He goes to work. I mean, on a day of royalty because the wifey is royalty.
Hey, hey,
And then
I
hey.
like that. I like that.
after he works her into a peaceful slumber, he does his happy dance to the kitchen in
Step,
nothing but a
step.
towel. Post shower,
Hey,
Start whipping that shit.
starts whipping up the pancake batter from scratch, sprinkles in a little bit of blueberries,
you'll be crying.
turns on the cast iron skillet with just the right amount of
Uh,
butter, and lays the batter inside with the crispy, buttery edges as he feeds it
oh,
to
the
the
good
wifey.
kind.
As he
Yes.
feeds it to the wifey once she wakes up from the pounding.
I just
I
imagine
like that.
So you have to do this now, right? He like fully laid out the scenario.
You don't
So
even know.
like, yeah.
Hey, my man might have already did it. You don't even know.
Hey.
And I'm gonna leave it right there. But I just I want to quickly say. Oh, she said I'm trying to be quiet. Oh Lord. But real quick too. The fact that oh crap, what did I want to say? Oh,
My bad, man. I
no,
didn't mean to throw you
no,
off.
no, you're fine. That was great.
Well, what? I like the setup on that one.
Legit. No, that's a clip. I'm clipping that. AJ's probably gonna beat me to it. But the thing was, as men, sometimes we're so afraid or whatever it is, just like, oh, I'm the man, so I don't need to be taught. I know whatever I gotta know. We're so afraid to learn from our women, and I feel like that's so important to be able to have a woman that you can learn from, to continue to be a better man, but more importantly, especially when you're trying to be a unit, to be a better unit. So
I
y'all
agree.
can proceed and do what y'all need to do.
I
So
definitely,
For sure.
definitely agree with that. Yeah, you need a
yeah,
partner who can you could learn something to, you can gain something from, to not necessarily to take, ladies. Please don't get that shit misconstrued. I'm not saying that
Yes.
take anything from you. I'm not saying that we need y'all for fucking anything, because we don't need y'all and y'all don't need us. We're all independent individuals. I'm saying when we come together as a unit, we
Yes.
both
Yes.
have certain qualities and characteristics that will aim and ensure our survival and our growth together. You know what I'm saying? So, and you got to be able to, as my woman, you got to be able to pick up those pieces. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick up those pieces. Yo. I'm like the fucking security caveman out here, so you may have to hold down the fort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna make sure you're good though. Like, if the zombie apocalypse go down, you straight. I can protect you from that. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I know who house I'm gonna be at too. Then, hey baby, I'm going to Slim's.
You just, I mean, it's the Jersey.
I mean, I can hold my weight too. Don't get me wrong, but you
Nah,
got a better chance of survival.
I'm just saying.
Okay. And Mr. L, for you, what would it take for what is your aha moment? What would it take for you to say, you know what? This maybe not necessarily this is it, but even if this is it, but this is definitely where I could see myself
She got blown in
going.
the booty hole.
You said what?
She got blown in your booty hole. That's how she went, right?
Nah, I mean, I've had some who didn't even want to be in relationships blowing it anyway, so it doesn't matter that part.
Oh, I
But
can't
No,
manage.
I'm talking about for you.
I can't. Oh my
yeah, that's what I'm
God, what?
saying. I'm saying
Oh, that little
that
devil.
that doesn't have to happen. It's cool, you know.
Yeah,
That
Uh,
doesn't sway you?
that's a
That's
sweet.
not the deciding factor?
Is that
um,
the side factor?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love it. I
The
love it
fuck?
dearly. But you know, it's not gonna be like, oh,
The dedication. If that's not
hey,
dedication,
I'm locking you down.
Okay. That's not it. That's not the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
one.
yeah. No. I mean,
when my
hey,
booty
if
hole, I
you
might
if
put a baby. I'm just saying. You may
I'm
get a
not
baby.
I'm not saying I got it because I don't have it like that. But you know, sometimes if you know what you're doing, then they're just happy that you're doing it right, and they'll be willing to do what you would like. Um, but anyways, back to this question. What would it take? So one thing that Slim kind of said, I can't remember word for word, but when he was like, "When I'm with you, and it feels like like time is no factor at all." I love that. Somebody who I can sit and enjoy. And don't get me wrong, I've dated women or even talked to women who I can sit and enjoy. But like for me, I love my alone time. One thing I love being in my bed as well. So like it can be 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, you know what? Time for me to head to the crib. But like when I don't mind spending that time because everything just flows naturally and we're enjoying ourselves. So definitely that. Also, someone who understands compromise, because I'm a firm believer in one, everything isn't as you think. You know, we're two different people. We think two different thoughts. So when we can come together, if you have a thought about something versus my thought, and we don't agree, but we can come to terms with something, with some type of solution. And I'm not necessarily talking about arguments, just beliefs, um, different conversations about different things. Like I said, thoughts and ideas. So that definitely somebody who makes me feel safe as well. Not in a sense that like some was saying, hey, I got this, we protected, zombie apocalypse, we good. Not that type of safe, but definitely mentally and emotionally safe. To where like no matter what, if I confide into them, it's not going beyond them. And even if it is, it's only going but so far. Because I understand, you got your best friends, you might talk to them about it, cool. But the whole neighborhood is not going to know, what I talk to you about.
Right.
And a little thing that we touched on, I don't know if it was in my episode with the fellas or if we did it on the live, but we talked about, being able to sit and enjoy your partner in silence.
Yes.
Me and Slim were both like, we kind of like to talk, hey, I'm gonna need some kind of reaction or something. So if I can sit and not feel uneasy with not talking to you, I'm like,
Yes.
okay, all
Yes,
right,
player.
okay, I can rock with that, you know. Um, yeah, those are just a few. Like it's a whole list that I wanted to break down because of course you got like the trustworthy, the respect. Uh, especially when I see her interact with other people as well, you know.
Definitely.
Like yeah, I get it. Certain people can cross certain lines, but even if you try to restrain yourself up until like a certain point, I'm like, hey, babe, you know what? You ain't even gotta do that anymore. If you gotta go get them, type deal. But one who's like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. I don't even need to waste my time or my energy on this person or this thing, for instance. I love that. And then also, like, if there's a disagreement or argument, which I try my best to avoid, there's a song that I listened to before, and in the song, the dude is like, if you're looking for somebody who can fight fire with fire without you getting burnt, and I'm like, oh shit, I feel that. I can fight your fire with my fire, or you fight my fire with yours. Neither one of us coming out burnt. I like that. So,
That's deep. I like that.
I think I agree with each of you and the points that you made. I think something that's also really important is like if I'm involved with someone who consistently supports the things that are important to me, not like fuckery bullshit, but like my business, my brand. If I'm going to school, if there's something that I'm interested in undertaking, that they're not like shooting it down and be like, ugh, why are you gonna bother? But they support it and they're interested and they're keen and they're like, hey, babe, I read up on this. This is another way that you could XYZ. Like they're invested in what's important to me. Absolutely important. It's something that people I think take for granted is consistency.
Yes.
And I know that people maybe have different interpretations of what consistency is, but consistency is just consistency. Like, and it's not to say that, you have to call me like 500 times a day to show me, but it's like if we have a routine, and there's something that has happened that has taken you out of the routine or caused you to break the routine, communicate that with me, right? Don't just kind of let it fly by and not say anything and then figure that I'm just going to play the guessing game. I don't, as much as men don't like to play the guessing game with women, because I know you guys are not mind readers, I don't like that bullshit either. Like, I don't want to guess what the fuck is going on. Just tell me. Because I don't want to be like, is it this, like,
yeah.
nah, just tell me straightforward what it is, so that either we can tackle it together. If it is that I need to give you space to do whatever it is that you're doing, I'm okay with that, but just communicate with me and just be consistent. The same things that you like for yourself, consider that I would like for myself as well. Consider me the way that you consider yourself, and vice versa. I believe in reciprocity wholeheartedly. Like I don't like that one-sided law. And it's not to say that, because we've had this conversation before, that the idea of 50-50, there's no such thing really. Sometimes it's 80-20, which is still the 50-50, but whatever it is that you're giving me, give me 100% of that.
Exactly.
Don't cheat me on it. Yeah. Don't hold back on, like, I don't run put them things. I'm gonna like that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, especially when you said about, like me, I'm on my last 3 classes, and I have my degree. It's happened quicker than I thought. And for me, like, that's a big thing for me, you know what I mean? Because I'm still trying to do, make certain moves in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I need, if you're going to be my partner or be somebody who I'm going to take that next step with, or at least try to go through that journey with, I need you to be at least supportive of what I'm doing. I'm not saying you got to be here, but if I got to crack this book open starting on Monday, I'm going to need you to chill right here in the seat and let me do that in your space. If you really love me, if you really want to see me what I'm doing, because what I'm doing, we both going to benefit from at the end. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in me, if you trust me, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I gotta leave, and you get upset because I gotta leave. I gotta go do this paper. I gotta go do that, do this. Then to me, that's showing me something right there. Because you can come with me to my crib and sit right there and chill out.
Exactly.
Make sure my lunch ready with whatever the fuck up. I don't even care. But the fact that I'm trying to better myself, something you could potentially better with too. You know what I mean? If we grow together, yet you don't want me to do it for whatever reason. Maybe because you're already ahead of me. Maybe because you feel like I'm catching up. Whatever it is, that's a big fucking determining factor for me.
Understanding. That's what came to mind when you started talking about me, because I'm the same way. I have things I'm trying to get accomplished, especially right now in this part of my life. I have some things that I'm working on, and I'm a busy person. I can be a busy person. One of the reasons why I haven't been able to record an episode lately, I've had a lot going on, stuff I'm doing and whatnot. And so it's like, all right, I need you to understand, and I get it. We can, whenever we hang out, trust me, I'm giving you my 100%. You have my attention, this, that, or the other. But like, I need you to understand that, hey, I need to be here. My time has to go here on these days, or this has to happen because this is where I'm trying to go. Now, if you can't do that, then that's cool. Then we can have that conversation. I'm just like, hey, listen, I'm not the man for you then. Not right now. because these are my goals. They were my goals before you came. They're still my goals now.
Facts.
Yeah.
And I would want to bring a woman into the fold who understands my goals. I'm not going to not talk to you. Even if it's a busy day, I'm still going to communicate with you in some way, shape, or form. It may not be a full-blown conversation. It may not be on the phone all night long until I fall asleep. Because when you're busy, sleep is of the essence. You got to get that in whenever you can. And sometimes you don't get a chance to get it in. So when she's able to understand that, I can appreciate her that much more. Because I promise, once I see that, and everything gets to a good point, you're getting as much attention as I can give you. I promise.
And also, I just wanted to, the last thing I'm going to say about move on. I just wanted to, establish that there is a difference between frequency and consistency. Those are two
Right.
different words, two different definitions. So
Yes.
I can see you consistency. It may not be as frequent as you like.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But there is still a form of consistency to it. If I see you once a month, once a week, twice a week, whatever, it may not be enough for your liking. And I hate that, baby girl. But I got other shit moving right now. I'm not neglecting you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like ain't like I'm not at your crib, but I'm at some other chick's crib. Or ain't like I'm out here, but I'm at a
Yeah.
city bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, there will be some consistency. You know what I mean? There will be consistency. It may not fit your frequency. But let's get to the point where we're frequenting things because we don't have it. Let's get to that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, that's that.
And for where you're trying to go in your life, that consistency will improve as your situation improves.
Yeah.
As things
Exactly.
get better for you and you guys become more of a balanced unit, she will get all your time.
That's it. All my
So,
That's
yeah.
my point. Just got to iron out the wrinkles. That's it.
What's one thing that you've done in a past relationship that you would cuss yourself now for having even done?
I'll take this one first.
Slim. I feel like you've got about 5 of those things. What is one thing that you've done in a past relationship, looking back, that you would cuss yourself now for having even ever done?
One,
Mr. L?
I'll give maybe 2 or 3, depending on how I'm feeling. One, go through a phone. That was the worst thing I ever could have did.
Oh.
Worst thing.
Why did you do that?
So we had just got in, was doing our thing, and y'all know me. I'm an exhibitionist. I like to record shit. So, we're sitting there recording. She got up to go, take care of herself in the bathroom. And I had her phone, and I was, like looking through the videos, and I saw like, a text message popped up. And I was like, oh, curious. Went over to the text, just scrolled like 2 scrolls. And I was like, oh, I see it, and I love you, and this is a dude's name. Went to the name. I was like, oh, scrolled up a little bit, saw some conversations. Oh, I can't do this anymore. Still love you, this, that, or the other, but I can't, I saw, some sex tapes that were sent back to somebody of them two.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. We got into a nice little argument then. But I was like, you know what? I shouldn't have went through it. I understand privacy is privacy. It was definitely hard to trust her after that, and then sorry for her to trust me, which probably ultimately ended our relationship both times.
Sorry,
Yeah. We broke up for like 6 months, and then ended up coming back together on some random. Yeah, but what's up?
It didn't work out the second time?
Nah, it didn't work out the second time.
I would imagine it didn't. But listen, check it.
Hold on. Let him finish. You got one more.
Nah, we'll end there. Time is of the essence.
You don't want to give too much dirt on yourself? I get it. Don't worry.
The other one, I ain't hear from her, and I was like a little worried. So I pulled up at the crib. I had a key to the house, and I was like, all right, let me go, make sure that everything's straight.
Key, yo. I'm sorry, yo.
You went in without
I texted, called her, didn't hear nothing. So, I was like, oh, let me go pull up just to make sure things are okay. No. She gave me the key. No, I didn't break in or nothing like that. I had a.
Was she there alone?
Yeah, she was there alone.
Okay. Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah. Trust me, there was a sigh of relief when I saw that. I was like, okay. And then I was like, all right, she good.
Can you not post on the live, please?
Yo, on the inside, man, and then Mr. L was like, yo,
Yep.
yes,
Oh
my girl.
man.
But it was like, and that was
Val looks
post
like she
phone
sounds like
searching.
nah.
That was post going through the phone because like even after our argument, she was mad
Yeah.
at me for like a week. We were mad at each other, or whatever. And we ended up still talking about it. Things weren't the same, but we still tried to pursue it and whatnot.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Okay.
Yeah.
Slim, you want to take next? Val, you want to take next?
You can take next.
I'll take next. Yeah. So one thing, looking back now, I would tell myself to freaking not give your all, and knowing that you're not getting the other person's all, stop giving your all, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I know that kind of might not make sense, but I hope that you guys understand what I'm
It
trying to
does.
say.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
That, and then in combination with that too, I just have a quick story to tell as well. Just when you have, they talk about women's intuition and all that stuff, whatever. I don't know if it's called what it's called for men. I'm gonna call it intuition as well. If you know
Yeah.
that, if you feel that something's up, and
Called
you
We
keep
Be
letting
Knowing
it
Shit.
pass by, we be knowing shit. Like you need to freaking act on it. And I'm saying that
Yeah.
because I was with a girl. This was like way off years ago, and it's puppy love, definitely puppy love, because I was a teen, all that stuff, whatever. But the thing was, I had a feeling that there was something off, totally off. So there was a Saturday morning, and I'm saying Saturday morning specifically because this is when we used to be able to see each other because her parents weren't home. Now, we always see each other. We always make sure that we check in on Friday to make sure that we're good. Saturday, I'm going to go over. This particular Saturday, I heard nothing, radio silence. So I'm just like, okay, radio silence, wonder what's going on. I keep calling, I get nothing. I'm like, okay. I'm texting her like, hey, we made this plan. I'm still going to come over, but I just want to make sure that I'm still coming over. So I go over there. But then I'm getting texts from her cousin. Same number. I'm back. Same number. But it's her cousin now saying, oh, so-and-so went to this place or whatever. I'm like, okay, she left her phone at home. So I'm going to that specific place. She ain't there. I'm going to 2 different places, just to see where she's at, that I think that she's at. She ain't there. So I'm to her cousin, and I'm texting her cousin. I'm just like, okay, well, she ain't here, so I'm just going to wait outside kind of thing. And cousin's like, no, it's okay. You don't have to come. Just go home. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't go home. I go to the house, knock on the door. Who opens the door? It's the girl. It's the girlfriend. Come on. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? But then you hear the door in the back close, and you hear some pitter patter. I see this. I see. He was my friend. He was my friend, really good friend. No clothes in his hands, running off.
Shut up.
And I'm just like, so that's what's
And he went
going
out
on
like
here.
a bitch. Damn.
Went out like a bitch. So I'm just like, really? I'm going to see you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to see you. This is the side of Val that I keep telling you. It's another side.
I was about to
But
say, is he still alive? Because y'all know how eager Val was,
Damien
like killing something on the island.
Right.
I'm like, yo, is he
Jeez.
still alive?
Zoe gonna come out, dog.
Y'all not cool anymore, right? Y'all still not cool, right?
you know what it is? And I pinch myself every time for this. I do. I am very big on forgiveness.
I am
I was
too.
going to say you're very
I
forgiving.
am.
Not in this situation
So
though.
I don't consider us friends. I definitely don't. But
you
if I
Right.
see him outside, I'm going to say hi and keep it pushing.
I got that.
You a good one, bro.
You're a better
You a
man.
good one. Cause
You're a
I'm
better
mean mugging him
person
the
than me.
whole time I'm seeing him. Like I wish he
Yeah.
would come over here and try to dab me. Boy,
Right?
Nah, ain't no
Yeah, I
dapping.
mean,
Ain't
I
no
feel you,
dapping.
Val. I'm on your speed, bro. Like, I believe in forgiveness. I would probably forgive you, but I don't know if I would. I would forgive you so that I can move on in life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
what it is.
because
That's
Shorty
what
is
it is.
a responsibility too. I mean, you fucked it because you my man. You's a random John, and that's different. But you my man, so you got to wear a little bit of that burden, and you went out like a bitch. So you really, you know what I mean?
not enough for me. That's not enough for me.
You know what I mean?
I
It's
would
about the
salute the
principle of the
two of
fact. I
you.
get it. It's the principle of the fact. You were my
Yeah.
man's.
Yeah.
No, that is while I'm dating Shorty. No, after the fact, like we talked before. After the fact, you want to talk to me. You want to get a little thing going with a cool. But
But
during,
not while
no,
I'm
the
dating.
Nah, while we're
embarrassment of going
together.
out naked
Never.
with clothes.
Mr.
Nah,
L,
I'm sorry.
Mr. L, you ain't never played basketball with a Shorty and her boyfriend.
Yes, but he wasn't my boy though. That's different.
His ass.
He's not my boy. And I'm
Val,
listen. I wouldn't have been mad if even
you're
her
good.
man saw me and me mug me every time he saw me.
I could dig it.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
mad
I
at
can
it.
understand that.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it might be Peter Griffin and the chicken on sight every time, but like he got one time to smirk at me. I swear he got one time to smirk at me. I'm gonna try and walk away.
Yeah, that might have been the perfect fucking analogy.
Val, you're good. You're a better person than me. If I knew that I was gonna get into heaven, which I'm probably not, I'm going in the other direction.
Now we're
If there
going
were
to
even
heaven.
a
We're
couple of
not gonna
feathers in
put
my
that out
wings that
there.
I could pass on to you, I would give you all the feathers because you're a better person than me. Nah, Britta, you're good. You're good, Val.
Say, hey, listen, wifey, know what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. She said she with me. It's over.
Munchkin said which friend? I was like, yeah, we're not gonna bait out
Yeah,
that spot on here.
we ain't gonna go down that road.
Nah. Stuff like this is triggering because it makes you on guard with all your other friends.
So,
George Cruz.
so
Yeah.
I just want to touch on that just 1 second there because we still got to hear Slims because you know my
Yes.
man was a little geeked over there when you asked the question. But one of my boys in college, it was two of them actually, and one of them, you know, he was dating, seeing this one shorty, and apparently, you know, all three of us are cool. Matter of fact, they used to be roommates or something. I forgot what their dynamic was, but he apparently made a move on other dudes, shorty. And I'm like, you know, hey, that's between y'all two. But still, at the same time, I'm like, yo, now I got to be on guard
Yeah.
about you if I bring this shorty around, because now, like, but I try to let it be known straight off the gate. My boys know how I am. They know how I am. So don't complain about me and mine. Do not.
Mm.
Yeah, don't even come from me, man. Like honestly, I fight feelings of mine. Like fuck that. That's the shit my corner. Like.
So anyway, Slim, tell us about the
Slim.
thing that you did in the past, relationships that you.
Come on, Slim. Come
I
on.
mean, I'm gonna leave it broad, honestly, because I don't want to go back down that path. But for me personally, one thing I would never do, always I'll slap the shit out of myself if I do it again, is put myself on the back burner and my goals and things I want to do because of somebody else.
Mm.
You understand? Because of somebody. When I say that, I mean instead of investing in myself, I could have been. I chose to invest in a partner who I thought was committed to me and things like that. But fucking people change out the ass, and you know I learned in the past that I put myself first.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be going. I wouldn't have went through that. Or had that experience. In a way, like I thank God for everything. I think it's a lesson I learned from it. But you know what I'm saying? I know now to put myself first, and also pay attention to the red flags. Like, you know what I mean? You can't change a nigga. I was trying to change a motherfucker. You know what I mean? And you know, her
That's the
defense,
other
she
thing.
was telling me exactly how the fuck she was. And you know, me being, you know, George Cruz called me Robin Hood the other night. Me being Robin Hood, I'm trying to, you know, change the world for the better place, for the better. And you know, like I told you before, I would think like, and I said it before, AJ, you started tearing up. But if you my partner, you my rider, you my ride or die. How could you not? You know what I mean? How could you dare do something so, you know, ugly or nasty or unconditional? You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you do that if you my partner, especially after you see all that I invested in you? You know what I'm saying? So a
Yes.
piece of it is, you know, I think we all got that piece. Is as we get older, we start growing out of it. But that piece where we like, oh well, you know, they didn't mean that, or they could change, or they mean it like that, or this, that,
Mm-hmm.
exactly how the fuck they said it. That first
Yep.
response is the right response. Follow that shit, and you know that's that. So I'll leave it broad, but
So I'm with you on that, Slim. Just real quick, I used to try and love a person into loving me type deal.
yep, yep.
Like I felt as though I
I
could
did
love you
that.
enough that you would love me. Never again. I
Yep,
accept you for face value. If that's how you treat me, how you talking, that's what it is.
that's
I'm
that, and
not.
that's what it was. That's I think you just summed it up. I couldn't really articulate it, but that's what it was. I was trying to love you into loving me, and in my mindset, how could you all this love I'm fucking pouring out from oozing into your ass? You know what I mean? Like, how could you?
Listen,
I,
told y'all before. I can when I'm single. You know, it's one thing. When I hey, it's me and you. Mr. L is Mr. Love. You know, I'm a sucker for love. The rom com type shit. Oh. And so that's what I
yeah,
used to think. I'm like, yo, I've seen it before. You know, hey, listen, I can do this. I don't care. I can treat you this good that you're gonna want to treat me good. Nah.
yeah.
Yep.
George Cruz is absolutely right.
So real quick, we're gonna time out because we've run up on an hour really quickly. That went by very
Oh,
fast.
my bad.
Yeah, we're gonna kick off and then we're gonna come right back again. So I'll see you guys in about 10 seconds.
All right.
All right.
Peace.